Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, or good night. When we greet each other, that's usually what we say, what most people say, to sort of segue into a conversation or in lieu of a simple hello. It's a simple greeting that can set the tone for the day. And in old society, it was just simply polite, or just a way of being polite. But I'm noticing that not a lot of people like to partake in such politeness, especially as of recent. I mean, it seems like a lot of people just either don't have time to say it, or they're just not feeling it, or just don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? But you'd be surprised what a simple hello or how are you can do for a person. Years ago, I used to work at, yes, I'm talking about another job, but yeah, years ago, I used to work at a clothing store. It's a very popular clothing store. It's part of a chain, and it has a lot of locations and a lot of spin-offs from this particular store because it was a women's clothing store. And I worked with a group, and we had a supervisor. I can't remember her name, but she was really nice, really cool. She was a wife, she was a mom, and then she managed the store, and she had a lot going on. But I liked her a lot. She was really professional, and we all got along, all of us. So one day I was working, I believe I was opening the store. So it was a couple other girls and me, and we opened the store, so we were there in the morning. And something had gone awry. Either something was short or something was missing or whatever it was. So we were waiting for her to come in. And again, she's the manager. So not too long after, once she came in, I was so happy to see her. My thought was, oh, okay, great. She's here. Let me just, tell her what's going on. So she comes in and she barely took off her coat. And I was like, hey, this is happening, da-da-da-da, blah, 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 so forth and so on. We need help with this, da-da-da-da. And honey, she took a breath and she said, can I just come in here for a moment and catch my breath? I just got here. My eyes got big as saucers and I got real quiet and I let her get her breath. And she stormed to the back of the store and we all just sort of looked at each other and looked around. And then she came out, I'm assuming after she regained her composure, and she said, okay, now what's going on? So I calmly told her what was going on, and we proceeded with the day. But what that taught me was this. I could have handled that a lot better. I could have definitely, instead of being told to give her a moment, I could have recognized that, you know what, let's segue into this. She just came into the store. So why not say hello, good morning, how are you? We got stuff going on, but how are you? Anything. I could have greeted her instead of unloading on her immediately. And like I said, that was a huge lesson for me. Not that we were trying to be, well, I'll put it on me. Not that I was trying to be insensitive or anything like that, but you just never know what people are going through or carrying on them. So a simple hello or good morning can definitely give you a gauge of what is going on with them. Not only that, but extends them a courtesy. A simple, quick check on their well-being. It's an extension of kindness. It can set the tone for the day, especially if you work with the person. And it's just polite. Politeness can go a long way. With starting off with kindness, you can set the tone not only for you and the rest of your day, but also you can sprinkle seeds in other people. Those feel-good seeds, you know what I mean? That can possibly help them throughout the day as well. When I say good morning to people and I don't even know them, whether it be, somebody walking down the street or I'm going to the store and I happen to pass you by and say, oh, good morning or good afternoon or hello. Some people are surprised. They're like, hello, because a lot of people don't expect it. But when you extend that courtesy or that extension of kindness, people take that and people can appreciate that. And like I said, I never forgot that lesson. I never forgot that lesson in the store with my manager and jumping on her with all of my store issues right when she came in. Instead of giving her a moment to let her sip her coffee, open her eyes, and get situated, take her coat off, rub her feet, whatever she needed to do to really get acclimated for the day. Never forgot that. And I think we may have joked about it later. I don't really remember, but everything was cool from that point on. I mean, I couldn't harbor any bad feelings, for her snapping at me, because I kind of deserved it, you know what I mean? And I understood. I totally understood. So I always try and make sure when I see a person, when I meet a person, even with my emails, where I work, there's a lot of emails going back and forth, like with most companies. That's how we communicate nowadays. We communicate, if not in person, then via words on a screen. So when I send out my emails, and if I haven't spoken to you, this is the first time that I'm sending you an email and I have a question or whatever, I always start out with a hello or good morning or what have you. And a lot of people do that. They write in a proper way. You give the greeting in the beginning of your email, and then you get to the meat and potatoes, and then you sign off. But like I said, not everybody feels that particular way. So I do work with someone, and I tell you, every time she sends me an email, she jumps right into it. Where is this? So-and-so sent this yesterday. Do we have this signed? Could you send this off to so-and-so? And CC blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. I mean, no hello, no good morning, no nothing. Just right into it. You know what I mean? And she's not even my supervisor. Not that that's any excuse. So whenever I get her emails, I just brace myself, because I know it's not going to be cute. It's just going to be very straightforward. But whenever I get them, I don't let that take me off my square. I still stay me. When I respond, I say hello, so-and-so, or good morning, or whatever it is. And then I answer the question. I'm very whatever. I don't even pay that no mind. I still do me. She gonna do her and I'm gonna do me. But I have noticed in me doing that with other people, they have caught on, and they'll now say hi. Because it used to be other people that just sort of jump in and just say, hey, this and that. Did you see the little? And I just never understood that. So I would always say hi. So it seems like more people have caught on, and they now at least say hello. But her, not so much. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm changing the world one email at a time. Like, greetings have gone out the window, along with please and thank you. Like, I don't get it. I didn't think being polite was so old-fashioned. Even at the job, we had a meeting, and during the meeting we were introducing somebody new. She was one of the head honchos, that they brought on board. She was talking about how you don't have to say thank you, after the emails, especially in a group email. You can just infer, the thank you, and it's just implied, and because otherwise it bogs down and burdens other people's inboxes. So just, don't say thank you, this and that, just move on, da 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 da. And I remember thinking to myself, I will not say thank you. Like, it's just ingrained in me. Someone give you something, or someone answers a question, I'm going to say thank you. And the simple cure to not bogging down other people's inboxes is just to email the person themselves, single them out and say thank you. But it just feels funny to me to not say please and thank you. When I write emails, I'm usually almost extra polite, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm demanding something, or that I'm being smart or snarky. Snarky is not my thing. Especially when you are writing something and you're not face to face, and someone can't hear the intonation in your voice. So with that being said, I found that a little surprising, especially coming from a head honcho who, again, is setting the tone for the group. To not say thank you, I didn't understand that. And I obviously I haven't signed up for that. I say thank you all the time. That's just me, honey. That's just how I am. But it's a form of appreciation. You did something for me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Again, it's just polite, and it sets the tone. And guess what? You can get more bees with honey. If you say please and thank you, people are more prone and more likely to do things for you. I don't know why being nice and kind is now considered a bother, or being a bother. Again, I have noticed that some people, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people don't like to indulge in such pleasantries. I mean, I even have someone very close to me who did not even like saying good morning. Ever. I'm not into good morning. Now, the person has since rethought her stance on that whole thing, and she now says good morning, even if it's through her teeth. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with being polite. There's nothing wrong with saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how are you, hello. And we're going to throw in there please and thank you. Good morning, good afternoon. You are imparting goodness to somebody else. There's nothing wrong with having manners. There's nothing wrong with being polite. Being polite should not be passé, because a little bit of politeness can go a long, long way. And with that, we are going to put a button on it.